Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. As you hop on, if I haven't already muted you, please mute your line. I did make it so that you could unmute yourself at the end if you like. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and then we'll get started. All right, so welcome everyone. I first want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy lives and on a Friday night to spend a little bit of time with us. I know how precious time is. It's something that once it's gone, you can't get it back. So I'm going to be very respectful of your time, keep it short and sweet, and talk about all of the things that we love here. So if you can, if you're a guest on this call, please grab a pen and paper so that you can jot down things that pique your interest or speak to your soul, because the person that invited you on this call will be following up with you, and they will want to pick your brain about what you saw and heard tonight. So maybe you're here because for one of three reasons. Maybe you're here because someone on this call on our team thinks that you're brilliant and they want you to do this with us. Maybe you're here because one of your loved ones knows that there's something here that you could benefit from. And maybe you have no idea where you're here, and that's totally fine too. I was a fly on the wall at one point, and I just welcome you and thank you for coming. So my name is Shelby Wiegand. I am a bronze ambassador with Q Sciences, which I'll talk about what that means later. But I'm also a registered nurse, a wife, and a mom of two. This is my family here. And I found this company because really I was looking for more. I was looking for time and financial freedom. I was looking for pure happiness that wasn't attached to me just working and paying bills and paying student loans until the day that I die. I had a great career as a registered nurse full-time in the hospice realm, but I was a slave to that corporate job where I was working 50 to 60 hours a week. And when I got home, I didn't have much left for my kids and my husband at that time in my life. So Q Sarah Fleming, my sister-in-law, who introduced me to the wonderful products that I so needed for my anxiety. And I quickly realized, first of all, it's not marijuana, the hemp, like I thought it was, number one, but number two, it is really good product. And three, I could benefit from the compensation that's attached to it and create a true legacy and no longer be stuck in the mud of mediocrity in my life. And then it changed again into, oh my gosh, not only can I change the trajectory of my life and future, but I can share this with anyone. Anyone can do this, and anyone can benefit from this, and it could change the trajectory of their lives. So that's sort of how I got started into the company. But my story is just one of so many. There are stories where people are making, $15,000 and $25,000 a month and have been able to totally retire. I was able to go from hospice working 50 to 60 hours a week down to a part-time job where I only work 3 days a week. I'm home with my kids. My husband's not breaking his back in the concrete world anymore. And that's because of what we've aligned with here and what it's empowered us to do financially and mentally for our families. And it all started by partnering with the right company. So Q Sciences was actually founded in 2012, but you wouldn't have heard it on the street. You wouldn't have saw it in stores. It was in a practical setting, chiropractors' offices and doctors' offices. Though they have the cutting edge technology and products in the sector, the products in the company wasn't traveling because of where it was stuck. So that's when we decided to grow 700% into 18 countries after partnering with the right mentors and leaders. Those are these three gentlemen on this slide. Top right, you'll see Mr. Mark Wilson. He's the founder and CEO of the company. He had a successful career in the NFL. He also had a very prestigious career in the real estate world, but wanted something more for his life. So he came out of retirement and actually got into the mental health space with one product, which I'll talk about here shortly, but it was because one of his granddaughters was suffering with autism. He wanted something that was natural, not traditional medication, and that was actually going to work, that he could endure. So Q Sciences was born. And then he met Jake Spencer. Jake Spencer, if you haven't got the chance to meet him, is an amazing, brilliant growth strategist. He's someone who has built successful teams and companies like this previously. So he's at the top of the company, but he comes down to the field all of the time to help us build, and is one of the most brilliant folks I've ever met. And then we have Bengt Emanuelson, who is the general manager of the European market. He has a degree and background in law and also in the pharmaceutical world. I didn't know this being a nurse until I aligned with this company, but in Europe, they do not allow over 1,000 things in their products. Here in the States, we're not very well regulated, even though the FDA seems scary. We only ban like 12 things in our products. So Bengt makes sure that we follow European standards, which is huge. And he makes sure that all of our products can travel the borders and are legal and follow those higher standards. So we really do have the best leadership leading the gauntlet for us. Then there's this man. There's so many things I could say about him, but more than anything, he is a brilliant mind. He's our chief science officer and was the first employee at the company, which I think is huge because nowadays people are turning to natural alternatives, and now companies in health and wellness are starting to have doctors look at things and have studies be conducted on their products. The first employee, was an MD. Not just any MD. He had a 14-year naturopath practice, and he was also the senior editor-in-chief at WebMD. You know, the website that we all go to Google our symptoms and figure out what's wrong with us. So he is the formulator of all of our products, and he believes science doesn't stand still. He's a brilliant man. So moving on to products, there's really something here for everyone. That's my favorite thing. Second to the fact that it's super portable, everything's really small. I'm really on the go, so I love that I can take things with me wherever I go. And all of the products work synergistically, meaning that they work well together and don't interact with each other or other things. So that's totally brilliant when this line was created. The product line that you see on the slide now is called our Q-Core Complete. It's a 4-part system. It is our #1 flagship auto ship product, not the hemp like you would think. But that first bottle there, the Q Max, that is the product that the entire company was founded on that I talked about. That one little bottle right there, that one product has 33 clinical studies, non-paid. What that means, you guys, is that places like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic wanted to study our supplement. It is a brain health supplement. And that's important to know because not everything passes through your brain to get inside there and heal and naturally make your body systems work the way that they're designed to. Our product does, and we have the clinical research to back it up. So if that interests you like it does me, let the friend know that brought you to this meeting because we can share those clinical studies with you, and they're pretty amazing. It shows that it improves, help turn the switches off for mental health issues, people who are suffering with fits of rage, brain fog, tearfulness, stress. I mean, a multitude of different actual diagnoses like PTSD, bipolar disorder, and it's definitely worth its weight in gold. So that's just one of 4 things. The second supplement is called Align, and this is a supplement that will decrease inflammation down to a cellular level. Whether you're looking to lose weight, treat discomfort, reduce puffiness in your face and around like your visceral areas like your abdomen, it's a great supplement. The third one on there is our Q Biotics, which has just been reformulated to be even better than it was, and it was so good before. So your gut is your second brain. I'm here to tell you that. If you don't have a healthy gut, your brain is not healthy, and you will suffer from immunity. Taryn Sarconi, one of my dear mentors and friends, always says, if you don't pay for and take care of your health now, you're going to pay for and take care of your disease later. And as someone who's been in the medical field for 15 years, that is 100% true. Our younger generation that's paying better attention to our health, I don't see them hospitalized the way I see 50, 60, and 70-year-olds, because they weren't talking about these things 20 and 30 years ago. So we are ahead of the game where that's concerned. And it's important to have a good probiotic in your life so that you can have a good, strong, healthy gut. So the fourth part of our product, the company added just recently after the pandemic to help people's immunity get in check. So if you don't know anything about silver, I challenge you after this call to type in silver and the healing powers of silver into Google and just see what comes up. But this is a supplement that will actually help and be a pathogenic ninja. We all have pathogens in our body, and this will help decrease those. It's a product you can take every single day. I wonder if Cynthia Fleming can unmute herself really quick. I just want her to give a 1-minute testimony about her experience with the silver and how other things didn't work. Are you there, Cindy?
I am here. So I had some pretty serious problems after 2 cataract surgeries where I developed raging infections. They could not get rid of them. Steroid injections ×2 in both eyes. Black wavy lines floating around, poofs of black dots in front of my eyes. They could not, after 4 rounds of different ways of antibiotics and these steroid injections, nothing would help me. I got the silver, started taking the silver. Within 7 days, I noticed a huge difference. The black spots went away, the black wavy lines went away. My vision improved. Even the retinal specialist said, it's healing, it's getting right. And nothing they had done had helped. And so even the retinal specialist says, whatever you did worked. So it's helped me a huge deal.
Huge. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so it really is. It's an amazing product. I would have never thought of her putting it topically in her eye like that. What a brilliant idea. Hold on just a second here. My slide's not moving. Oh, I went too fast. It might flip again. Okay, so this here is probably my favorite right now in our product line. This is our Q-Fit weight loss program. Those before and after pictures on the bottom left, that's actually me, you guys. So I am someone who's not extremely overweight. I have a little bit of weight that I'll throw around. But as you can tell, I have a lot of extra inflammation, puffiness, and visceral fat in my abdomen. These 2 pictures are 1 month apart. And so all I did literally was take the products, drink some water, and make healthy choices. And I will say that the products helped me make those healthy choices. The guy up at the top, he did a total body transformation. He worked out every single day. He was, counting everything and plugging in by taking the products. We have a community of people on the Q-Fit website. You'll see up there at the top. It includes meal plans, recipes, workouts, shopping lists, if you're into all that. I'm more of a minimalist. I'll do what I can with what I have. But I was still able to get those great results. So the trim is the bottle on the bottom right, and that's the #1 product in the weight loss supplement line. It is all natural. You don't feel jittery or high. You don't come crashing down. You don't sweat globlets of fat out like a lot of these supplements out here. It is 100% all natural, organic, and non-GMO. It has things like sea kelp in it to help regulate your metabolism and blood glucose. It has fat burning properties and targeted fat. Like for me, I could never get rid of that fat around the waist. I always looked like a box. That first picture looks like my belly looks like a box. I know it does. In the second picture, I'm starting to get that hourglass now. So it definitely works. And you can pair it with the Align from the first product slide because that reduces inflammation. I definitely recommend that. I also love the EQ meal replacement shakes because they have good protein, carbs, and calories, and they're low sugar, and they taste great, and they fill me up. Plus, little bang for your buck knowledge, the meal replacement shakes have a full serving of that mental health supplement, the Q Max, right in them. Let's talk about bang for your buck, okay? Like you get the supplement plus weight loss help. Hello, that is so cool. You can also pair it with different energy drinks that we have. The Sport is the one listed on here. if you're interested in natural energy drinks or you're like a Red Bull fanatic, you have got to try this because it will change your life. It had changed mine and my husband's life. We both drank 22-ounce Red Bulls at least 2 or 3 times a day. Now I only need one of these, 0 coffee, and they work. They're phenomenal. Chia seed power is amazing. Probably the second best auto ship vitamin that we have are our sprays. You can get them in a pack with all of them inside. They're problem and solution oriented. They're great for kids. They're great for people who have had weight loss surgeries or absorption issues, or they're great for people who just don't like to swallow pills. My sister-in-law hates swallowing pills, so she has all of the sprays. So there's several there. The main one I want to highlight tonight is the sleep spray. Sleep is life, okay? Like if you don't have good sleep, you only hit your REM every 90 minutes. So if you're not getting good sleep, if you're waking up frequently or not getting into a deep enough sleep, you will wake up and feel like you partied all night and you got 0. With the sleep spray though, and it's safe for kids because I have a 10-year-old that used to sleepwalk. She will take 2 sprays under her tongue and go to bed quickly and sleep all night and wake up feeling rested and not have that hangover feeling that a lot of like melatonin or anything else would give her. It does have a small amount of melatonin in it, but it has other natural ingredients and herbs that work together to help you get and stay asleep. So it is magic. You need it if you've never tried it, trust me. And it's really affordable. It's $20, seriously. So probably everyone on this call wants to hear all about the full spectrum hemp. This is just some of the line that we have. And what I love about our hemp is it's safe, it's effective, and it's always getting better. The company is always coming out with something new. So you'll see here we have the Fuse bottles. Those are all oral hemp that you drop under your tongue. We have a Rest that's double strength and has some sleep herbs in it. No melatonin if you can't do the melatonin, so that's cool. We have an unflavored version, but it's really like natural flavoring. We have a pets version because every pet that has a spine can benefit. We now have the silver, so our hemp is infused with silver for all of its amazing antifungal and antimicrobial properties. The roller balls are my favorite hemp product because they're very small. They fit in the palm of your hand. They fit in your pocket. They're good for problem areas, and they're triple strength. We have a Renew. We have a Defend that's good for immune support. It's great on bug bites or cold sores as well. We also have a Relax, and that does exactly what it says. It helps you chill out, turn down, and get ready for bed. The Renew, I would put like on my pain points, my areas of discomfort and inflammation. Relax, I'd put on my wrists and my temples, and I told you what I do with Defend. Then we have these 2 tall black bottles are our creams. We have Renew, which is a lemongrass scent. It's great for massages and topical pain. We have an Excel that's better for muscle recovery. If you're a very active person, it has that nice icy hot feel. And right here's the part where I like to tell everyone that not all hemp is created equally, which is one thing I love about our hemp. Every hemp product has this really cool QR code on it that you can scan from your phone. And when you do that, it takes you right to a third-party test that was done on this particular product, not just like the entire place, but one, the batch that your product came from. And it shows you the complete breakdown. It shows you that there's no THC in it, so you're gonna pass a drug test, you're not gonna get high. 2 very important things if you're a professional. But it also shows you that it contains more than just a little bit of CBD. It's full spectrum, which means it contains all of the other parts of the hemp plant, CBG, CBCN, CBGA, all these things that bind and work together synergistically to create that wonderful effect. Now, most hemp that you see or CBD that you see in the gas stations and the video stores and you see it everywhere now because it's a boom. It is not water soluble. It is not 85% absorbed like ours. I challenge you, if you have some CBD from another company at home, just take it and take the dropper and drop it in your glass of water. If it sits on the top like you just poured olive oil in there, it's not water soluble, which means you're only absorbing about 5% of it. But if you take it and it disperses in the water like you just dropped a tea bag, then it's good water soluble oil, and it's absorbed at a rate of about 85%, which is huge. I don't know about you, but when I go to the gas station and I put $85 worth of gas in my car, I want to use it all. I don't want to put 85 bucks in and only be able to use $5 to $6 of it. And that's what is happening right now on the market. So it's really good to know that we have a good product and it's temp stable. So we are capitalizing right now on market trends, and places like Amazon have done this. Places like Disney, Google, and Apple have done this. They've all capitalized on a market trend. Apple came up when things went electronic. Google, Amazon, all of these companies. And don't you wish, wouldn't you give anything to have been one of the first investors or stockholders in one of those companies today? Holy crap, hello, I would. So, and that's exactly what we're doing. Hemp is here to stay, and it's destined to be at least a $20 billion, if not higher, industry in the next 5 years. So it's like, get in before the wave really, really hits, because it's not a fad, it's gonna stay. And there's a couple ways, now that you've heard a little bit about, you know, our products and what makes them different. There's a few ways that I'd like to talk about that you could partner with us if you're still interested. And so they're this. You could become a preferred customer. There are a few rewards and benefits to being a preferred customer. It's $10 a year. You get a flat rate, cheap shipping. You get access to the entire hemp line. You get the same price that I get. And you have the option to have rewards where you either earn free products on an auto ship or points towards your free products on an auto ship. So that's really cool. Now, if you're someone that's like, this sounds amazing, I could totally do this, and you totally can. Anybody can do this. You don't have to work in the medical field to be successful. I know so many people in so many different walks of life that have been massively successful with this. And that's where, if you want to build a business, you would jump in and do that with us as an ambassador. So what are the advantages of joining and signing a business today? First of all, do you know anywhere you can go and start a business for $40 that's completely yours? I don't. What I do know is most businesses are like $80,000 to $100,000 to start, and you have to wait 5 years to get your return back, and you got to put a lot of other skin in the game and work yourself to the bone. Joining with us, you get your own personal website and back office that you don't pay for monthly. That's free. The Q Connect Pro app, which is totally innovative. You are able to check all of your numbers and everything for your office and share information with people interested from the app. We also have support materials, a digital welcome kit, a slew of tax benefits in the financial freedom movement, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But as you can see, there are a lot of great benefits to deciding to run this as a traditional business. This is where I like to talk about whether you want to be part-time or full-time to do something like this. Personally, I love being a nurse, so this is my side hustle. But for me, it really turned into self-development with a comp plan attached. That's me on stage in January receiving a trophy, and Jake asked me to say a few words to the audience. Let me tell you, that boosted my confidence through the roof. It made me feel like I was on top of the world, and it was a monumental moment where I get emotional thinking about it. This is Jake and I when he came to my area not that long ago. He's been here several times, and he'll continue to come here as long as he sees that we're continuing to build and grow something great. I wanted to show everyone that they are real folks. They're not just someone that sit on top of the world and point fingers and tell us what to do. The picture on the bottom right is just some of our team when we got together at the last convention in January. It helped me grow and meet friends all over the world, and that was a part of my life that was really struggling before I found this opportunity. I had to let a lot of friends go from things that I had been through. And now I have lifelong relationships that are going to carry me through forever, and it's really cool because I know that anywhere I go traveling, I'll know somebody there because of my Q fam. So the financial freedom movement that I talked about is one of the ways that we get paid, and it's something where the company has chosen to invest in us, and they will help you from the time you say yes. From the jump, you have access to your own financial advisor that will help you get your financial household in order, teach you how to spend the money that you already have coming in the right way, teach you how to pay down your debts, and start to make a plan for a true legacy for you. once you hit a certain level in the company, they also start paying towards your debts above and beyond your commission, which is really, really cool. So this is our comp plan. It's not a booklet, it's one page. It's easy to understand. If you're interested in more how we get paid, reach out to the person that invited you. There's 4 ways. They're numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we get paid number 1 way based off of how much we sell to customers. Number 2 is our rank. And if you look down there at bronze, like this is where I'm at, I do 10,000 in sales or volume between my team right now, which means that I make $1,700 per month, so long as I hit that 10,000 goal. And I only had to do that one time. It's residual income. I did it, it keeps going, and I keep getting that income every month. That is huge. So if you look at this column for just 1 minute, could one of these numbers change your life? Could it save you and your husband from divorcing? Could it save the house? Could it save the car? Could it make it so that you could buy the shoes you want or take that trip or get the new phone? Absolutely. Could it replace your husband's income so he could stop working concrete? Sure, it could. When I got to the level of $750 per month, that was huge. So now I'm shooting for 4,000, and that's going to be truly life-changing income. Now, way number 3 are bonuses that we get by hitting a certain level of rank. And way number 4 is where, like I said, once you hit elite, the company will pay a certain number of dollars towards your debt. They're paying $200 towards my car payment, you guys, outside of the $1,700 I'm making plus my customer commission. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that they do it. So with that said, I'd like to tell you that the future, the world, and what you want to do here is in your hands. This company, this team, I meet you exactly where you're at. We will hold your hand and walk you through every step, whether you're curious and maybe want to build a story and try some products and be a preferred customer, or you're like, this is amazing, I want in now, tell me where to sign, who do I give my numbers to, or you're looking for a little bit more information. Wherever you fit there, we're here to help. So definitely know that the person who invited you here is going to reach out to you, so don't you dare ghost them. And we're going to ask you what you liked about it and what questions you have. So definitely please look out for those messages. Again, I thank you so much for your time. And I would love to have anyone unmute themselves if they have a question now. Otherwise, we will talk soon. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and stop the recording.